Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video, I'm talking about the needs and basics of starting a garden. Gardening is a great source of pleasure, and not only it relieves your mind of stress, but it also helps you to stay physically active. Gardening maintains your relationship with environment and helps you to establish your role in wider ecosystem and food chain. Gardening satisfies your hunger for curiosity and discovery as you witness the miracle of germination, growth, death, and renewal of life through progressing seasons. There are lots of benefits of gardening which you can only experience once you get into gardening. Many of us think about gardening and then think about garden and see the gardens people have around them and think it is beyond their skill and expertise, so they give up. Others are over enthusiastic and confident and they start gardening without much knowledge and research, so they give up as they embrace a failure. Gardening is a hobby and it should be pursued as a hobby. It should be fun and it's not always about having a piece of land to establish a garden. Garden always starts from a plant. So to start a garden, all you need is to grow one plant. A plant which you like, whether it is a vegetable, a flower, or even a fruit tree. Think about your favorite plant and then do your research. Learn about your climate and whether you can grow this plant in your climate or not. For example, you live in a very cold climate. Will you be able to grow a mango or a papaya tree there? Think you live in a very hot climate, whether you will be able to grow an apple or pear tree. Learn more about growing zones. I have got a video and I will include the link in the description so you can check it out. It has all the information about different growing zones and what you need to check before you start growing a plant. So, which plants grow best in your climate? Make a list, visit your local garden center or nursery, and see which plants are available there. Then choose a plant, but don't buy yet. First, do your research. What kind of conditions this plant needs? Does it prefer a sunny location or par shade? Then find a suitable spot outside your house. Does it have to be outside? Not really. If the plant of your choice is a house plant or you live in a flat or apartment and does not have an outdoor space, then you can get into indoor gardening by all means. Indoor gardening is more about aesthetics and less about production. But if you really want to enjoy the fruit of your own garden, then figure out an outdoor space. It does not have to be in the ground. A pot can do the job. Container gardening is becoming popular with lots of different types of pots available from plastics to ceramic, terracotta to concrete. There is a whole lot of options available. Plastic is an economic and durable choice, but terracotta offers more convenience in a hot climate. So, your climate, budget, and personal choice can play a role in which type of container you would choose. There are lots of shapes, colors, and sizes like drop planters, round planter, tall planters, etc. And even plastic containers come in a variety of finish and style to satisfy your budget and aesthetic sense. However, I would suggest going with cheapest options available to begin with. As you get more experience in gardening and start expanding your garden, then you can upgrade to more pricey options. Grow bags are also getting popular these days as they are economical and offer a lot of benefits which plastic containers lack, like aeration. If you have plenty of space, then raised bed gardening offers many advantages as it offers the controlled environment like that of a container, but has much more space and link with the ground underneath. So watering and fertilizing is not that big issue as with container gardening. There are plenty of materials available to construct your raised beds, each having their own advantages and disadvantages. They also come in a range of shapes and sizes, and you can manage the height if you find it difficult to kneel down due to age or health issues. In-ground gardening can be a bit challenging for a beginner gardener, but as you build your expertise, you would like to grow in the ground directly. The nature of soil is the biggest challenge, as you need to understand the soil chemistry of your garden, like pH and composition of nutrients in the soil. So first you will need to identify the soil in your garden by testing it. There are plenty of soil testing kits available, and also you can seek help from your local garden center or nursery. Secondly, managing weeds and controlling pests can be more of an issue in this type of gardening, but there are solutions to every problem, so don't feel intimidated. Just do your research as to what kind of plants perform best in your local climate, and they will perform for you too. You can design some garden beds and borders for permanent planting, like perennial plants which come back year after year, or even evergreens. You can also design a low maintenance garden by replacing lawn with hardscaping and having designated borders for your plants, shrubs, and trees. Due to lack of ground space, vertical gardening is becoming increasingly popular. There are plenty of herbs, vegetables, fruit, and flowers which you can grow in hanging baskets, window boxes, and wall planters. Get creative and search for ideas to transform your outer wall into a vertical heaven of color and textures. So after doing your research about plants, planters, different gardening options, and understanding your soil and climate, all you need to do is to buy some plants and repot them. Or if you want to feel the real spirit of plants, man or plants woman, then buy some seeds and the accessories for starting seeds. Don't overburden yourself at this point. Just start as many seeds as you find easy and see the miracle of germination happening in front of your eyes. Do a little bit more research and find a seed growing timetable as per your growing zone so you can start seeds at right time. Read blogs or watch YouTube videos to learn the basics of starting seeds. I have got a full playlist on starting seeds which I will include the link in the description box, so don't forget to check it out. When seedlings appear, you will have to transplant them into bigger pots or in the ground depending on the climate. An unheated greenhouse or a cold frame really comes handy to protect your young seedlings from harsh weather. A little bit of investment can go a long way. There are plenty of options available when it comes to greenhouse, so do your research and find one which suits your needs. Watering in the correct way and correct amount is really important for the health of your seedlings and plants. Your climate will tell you how often you need to water. The rule of thumb is when the top inch of soil feels dry to your finger, then it is the time for watering. Watering at the base of plants is more desirable as the roots can soak in while there is no wastage of water, and it also helps with preventing disease. No gardener wants to use chemicals, but sometimes it becomes inevitable as you see all your effort being ruined by pests and insects. Just be mindful of your natural ecosystem and the environment and do not rush into using treatments which can be avoided by natural and organic ways. While gardens look beautiful and inspiring, they do not just grow overnight. It takes years and years to nurture a garden. Nurture it with your knowledge and care as you would your children. Start a garden in 2021 so you and your next generations can reap its benefits. All you have to do is to grow a plant. But first, do your research. Remember, learn gardening, live gardening. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with someone who you think will really benefit from this video. You can also subscribe to my channel for future gardening videos. You can join my channel for extra perks. Thank you very much for watching today. See you next time. Bye.